This officer took a small bite of an apple, but the prisoner pulled out a grenade and began chewing it jokingly. The officer became furious at the prisoner's smirk, and he punched the prisoner hard in the stomach. The officer thought this punch would subdue the prisoner, but contrary to his expectations, the prisoner started vomiting profusely. Amid everyone's surprise, the prisoner pulled out a long ribbon from his mouth, at the end of which was a medal from the German Empire. The officer's face hardened, and in anger he asked, "What is all this?" Suddenly, an alarm clock rang, startling everyone. A soldier rushed to turn it off, but found the clock had emerged from behind the prisoner. The soldier was shocked. How did the clock get to the prisoner? He raised his hand to strike the prisoner, but then realized there was no danger. All the soldiers burst into laughter, mocking the prisoner as a clown, but they did not know this was part of a bigger plan by the prisoner. Seeing the soldiers' reaction, the prisoner continued his antics, acting out his performance completely. Suddenly, he tried to escape. The officer immediately ordered the soldiers to pursue him. When the soldiers reached the door, they saw the prisoner running with a wooden barrel. The soldiers became relaxed again and laughed as they playfully tried to catch him. As soon as the barrel fell to the ground, something strange happened. The prisoner suddenly disappeared. The soldiers panicked and began searching everywhere but could not find him. Just then, a cat's meow was heard nearby. The soldiers looked in that direction and found that this too was another prank by the prisoner. Again, everyone laughed and started discussing the prisoner's tricks. But the officer grew uneasy. He began to realize that the prisoner's actions were not those of an ordinary man. The officer quickly took a girl hostage, forcing the prisoner to surrender. Seeing the girl's condition, the prisoner pretended to surrender immediately. But the next moment, the officer was left stunned. The prisoner did something no one had anticipated. All the soldiers lunged to catch the prisoner, but when they looked again, the hostage girl had vanished. The officer quickly ordered the soldiers to stay alert, but it was too late. Suddenly, a rain of bullets began, wiping out all the German soldiers. Only one soldier survived, who stood in shock, looking at the bodies scattered around him. He sighed in relief, but then something even more terrifying happened. The prisoner, thought to be dead, slowly stood up. He calmly raised his hand, and in the next moment,